Yeah, back in my day, the way you got popular on Twitch was just streaming all the fucking time. Yeah, Neron. And, I could not do that. I have in the past, but I don't like it very much. Now, the, like, public sentiment is changing according to the people who are getting successful nowadays compared to the people who were successful back in 2014. And now it's, it is advised to spend, I don't remember what the percentage is, but I think it actually might be 75-25, legitimately. 75% of your time doing non-stream things and 25% doing stream things.
Additional supply depots required.
I think it was done, like, if you're doing 40 hours a week, then 10 hours a week should be streaming. I think that's what it is. Not that it's a hard and fast rule, obviously. But if you can spend the rest of your time making YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram, networking, collaborating, talking to sponsors, doing your own research into what is successful on your channel versus other channels. Like, there's a ton of other stuff you can do that ultimately leads back to a successful stream. But on top of that, especially because Twitch streaming is the most unreliable thing.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
You do the stream and the amount that you get after you do the stream is, you know, it's really arguable. Whereas if you make a YouTube video, there is like facts. There are numbers you can look up to say, well, I made this much money for the video, and I made this much money for a year after the video. For Twitch streaming, it's obviously a lot different. It's like, well, if I stream a decent amount, then surely that'll convince people to subscribe to me. So yeah, obviously, streaming more than just once a week is probably good. But then what if I can't stream more than 3 or 4 times a week? Then I'd lose subs. Whereas YouTube, it's a lot easier to prepare things, get it up, and then let it be. Yeah, I can't get it! Yeah!
What's it worth? SCV ready. What? You want something?
Any voice acting gigs in the work? No.
SCV ready.
I don't do much research there.
Ready to raise some hell.
Additional supply depots.
Well, a lot of people trying to make it into the Twitch game, they do a lot more than 40 hours a week, right?
Add-on complete.
What's it worth? Let's do this. SCV ready.
It's still pretty tough to convince a lot of people, actually, that less is more. Because it doesn't feel that way.
I'm waiting on. Got something.
So there's tons of people doing 40 hours of streaming and saying, well, I can do 40 hours of streaming and I can do 40 hours of anything else other than streaming. And it's like, well, yes, if you really want to work 80 hours a week, then I guess you'll, you know, get double the success, right? Maybe.
Go ahead. Yeah. What? You want something? On the way. Who wants
10 hours sounds pretty low for Twitch streaming. I know it sounds low, but there's actually a decent number of examples of people who do it and who are very successful. YouTuber guy I listen to, I quite like him, Harris Heller, is the guy who I think gave that particular example.
Command center upgrade complete.
And he abides by it, basically. He streams very infrequently, and did far more work into his YouTube and networking, collaborating, and then also trying to figure out what the industry actually needs. So he eventually made Stream Beats, which is actually not what you're listening to right now, but is frequent on this stream. So now I think he makes most of his money from that. He's quite rich now. But I started watching him back when he had like 300 subs, and he was just, you know, spouting this stuff. He called himself, you know, the stream guru at like 600 subs, which sounded awfully pompous. But because he was saying good shit, and he was doing what he was talking about successfully, like it actually kind of became a, I don't know if self-fulfilling prophecy is the right, you know, words became action. Is that what it is? Something like that, right? And that's why I go into branding details in my my podcast about casting, because branding is super important. I mean, you feel like a jackass when you put something in your bio, such as, you know, StarCraft analysis. I don't know, what would I put in my bio? Like, top StarCraft 2 commentator seen on BlizzCon and Red Bull. StarCraft 2 analyst for 11 years or some shit. And plenty of people would kind of scoff at even me calling myself an analyst, 'cause they'd be like, we're not professional, so like, what the fuck are you doing? But you know how many people would look at that and be like, oh, an analyst, she must actually kind of know her stuff. Anyways, it's all very interesting. Battlecruiser's still on the way. We'll get there eventually. Scout 4211, so clearly he's going for bio. Streams with fewer but more focused hours. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even talked about why it will directly impact the quality of your stream, which is another factor for sure. But so many people do the 8-hour stream or whatever, and then 6 out of 8 of the hours, they're just like, oh my god, fucking kill me.
Command center upgrade complete.
But they absolutely feel obligated in doing it.
Base is under attack.
Sounds like too much work. Well, it's, you know, I think a lot of the pressure is actually, Ooh! I think I did not move those cyclones a second too early.
Base is under attack.
A lot of it is the same frustrations I think that like a self-made like businessman, right, would have too, right? Like anytime you own your own business, which is what this is, there's so much more to consider. There's so many. You do everything until you make enough money to pay other people to do things. So at some point, after years of editing your own videos and researching trending topics and search engine optimization and what makes a thumbnail pop and blah blah blah, you can finally pay some guy $5 an hour. Because I'm guessing a lot of YouTube editors do not get paid fairly. And they'll say, thank you, Mr. Ninja. I love your stream. Not saying that Ninja doesn't pay his editors. That was just...
Add-on complete.
I can't build here.
Add-on complete. Insufficient.
An example of
gas.
someone being really excited to be a YouTube editor, so they don't really ask for very much. I wonder if this guy's frustrated yet. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, contained. What makes a thumbnail pop? I mean, most people would say, like,
Insufficient best
your face on them.
Not enough nipples. Insufficient
Face
Vespene
pops.
gas.
Am I right? I knew something. Suddenly Ninja's gonna hit me with like a lawsuit. I'm like, shit! I think Ninja actually currently has other
Mineral
troubles.
field depleted.
Lawsuits, suing,
Mineral field depleted.
Twitch drama-wise.
Are you ready for this?
Some of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, which is fair. I'm very much not a, like, Twitch watcher, you know? Most of the people here, I imagine, are here on Twitch majority for esports or even majority for StarCraft 2, but then there's people who are on Twitch and they just are part of, like, the Twitch culture.
I'm waiting on you.
I do sometimes see live stream fails, though, on Reddit. And apparently Ninja's wife/manager has been getting into hot shit with Pokemon.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, exactly. Something about hating on Pokemon. Didn't expect a mech player to actually harass you. I know, it's so rare. I've played against mech players. And the amount of them that just do not bother. It's kind of crazy.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Ooh, that was a bit dicey.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
I can't build here.
I'd love to have more of these tanks actually on the front.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Let's go. Waiting on you. SCV ready.
I did commit a war crime.
Research.
That's the real news. Attacking civilians.
Ready.
Oh, I already did that.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to raise some hell. Word.
Well, what is it?
Give us. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. I'm going in. I'm in a heap of trouble. All day long. Fueled up, ready to go.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to raise some hell.
I was hoping he would respond to the Hellion.
Ready to raise some hell. I'm in a heap of trouble.
A little more drastically.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Ready to roll out. What's going on? Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough.
Let's see, Nerd Fan, thank you for the bits. Alright, that got turned into a planetary faster than I thought it would.
It's a trap.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Yes, Commander.
What's our... Got no...
Upgrade complete.
Give us your... What's going on?
So many marauders! Where are all your marines? I ended up distracting myself while my battlecruiser's dead.
Command center upgrade complete.
Feels bad, man.
Need something blown up? Speak up.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. What? Got no patience for sitting around.
Yes, Commander.
And now there's only one.
SCV ready.
The last of his kind.
Yep. Fan the...
You hit. Oh, really? What is it?
Are you ready for this? Talk
army just seems awfully small.
Unacceptable command.
Even for someone who left that many tanks out back at home.
Optics online.
Vespine Gaza exhausted. Vespine Gaza exhausted.
Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Ready to go.
Mineral field
It's worth
depleted.
killing these SCVs. So many Marauders.
Ready to raise some hell. Talk to me. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to go. I'm waiting on you.
Not enough.
Ready to raise some hell. Roger. I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral
Oh, it doesn't have a fifth.
mineral field depleted.
I was worried he had gotten one in there. You know what? You guys can leave.
Hell.
I don't think anyone told them that.
Well,
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll out.
Upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals.
Are you ready for this?
yes, Commander. What is it?
Talk to me, boss.
Mineral field depleted.
Is that it? Ready to raise some hell.
Seems like you got high staccato tracking.
Go ahead. Ready to raise.
Not enough minerals.
Light it up. Let's. War is here. War is here.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
arguable of worth. My economy's not super great, but meh. Probably bothers him more than it bothers me, you know?
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll.
Not enough minerals.
It's a trap.
In the ring, huh? Got no patience. What? Give up. Go. Lay it on me.
Did I not have a command center that was floating over? I did not.
Big job. Need something.
Just a big old dummy.
Are you ready for this?
Not enough minerals.
Oh, boom. Got no
Add-on. Research.
War is here.
Not enough minerals.
All day long. Talk to me, Bob. What? I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Whoop! Liberators. They hurt.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to roll. Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade complete.
I am here. Click me. Need something.
Don't think I'll get these up in time.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Base not enough minerals.
You might have
Mineral
transitioned
field
well.
Depleted.
War is here.
No, 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 no. Why? Oh.
Got something for you.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Come and fight. War is here. Reporting for
No, I almost attacked him.
Unacceptable landing zone.
What's our target? I'm wasting them.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Unacceptable base is under attack.
Ready to raise some hell.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Got no patience. Give up. Ready to roll out. You got it.
Oh, I did have a fucking base.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Ready to raise some hell. Right. What's going on? Ah, in the rear with the gear. Going. What's that? Got no. Light it up. Ready to roll out. Been waiting.
Give me the liberator. You just die? I
Not
might just
enough
die.
minerals.
Huh?
I was, to say the least, panicked.
Daylight burning.
Well, that's gonna die. Let's just admit that.
Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Moving. In the rear with each.
Reporting for action. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell.
I don't know where his army is.
Roll out.
Not enough minerals.
I'll give it my best.
There it is.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell.
Ooh.
Watch this. I'm waiting on you. I'm going in. Where's the hot?
Not enough minerals.
Just got all my Thors killed.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, this is a,
I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
very interesting game. I think we're both severely low on money.
Ready to raise some hell.
Our base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Are you ready for this? Oh, it's here. It's heating up out here.
Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Big job, huh? What's that? Got no patience. Sitting around. I'm waiting on you. Ready to raise some hell. Lay it on me. Fueled up, ready to go.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Woo. Both just have random army units.
Raise some hell.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to roll out.
So I think he just scanned right before I actually had something over there, which means he didn't understand his position, really. Oh, the Vikings! Oh, they hurt. Vikings hurt, but that also was his Vikings, so. Was that
Not enough minerals.
bad for me? Maybe.
Absolutely. Eat napalm.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Woo! GG. Hoo hoo hoo! That got down on the wire. When was I? Nope. To a point where widow mines become useful? Not necessarily. You basically are just gambling with widow mines, hoping that they don't see them and walk over them. If they did fly over 4 widow mines, they would be screwed. Maybe it would have been worthwhile. Just plant them around the map. He wasn't scanning very much. And eventually he just couldn't scan. It's better not to follow the Twitch stream garbage. Tend to follow. I don't follow it, but live stream fails pops up on all. I do find esports drama to be kind of interesting. Not like this guy said that this guy sucked kind of drama, but just, you know, Overwatch League not hiring its casters. Valorant talent announcement. People have issues with it. Sad that BCs are just harassment instead of protagonists. I mean, I could have been a lot more conservative with my battlecruisers and used them to get to mass battlecruisers. And then they would have been the main part of my army. Was that just a $100 tip? Holy shit. You're absolutely right, that was. Damn! Totally missed it too. Thank you, Content, for the $100. And then Scout C Justice for the 300 bits. Thank you very much. How many billions of SUVs are destroyed? Whew. 143. I would actually have guessed like 80. I thought I was still under 100.